American Airlines firing their lawyers after they claimed a 9-year-old girl should have noticed there was a camera filming her in the plane's bathroom. This is what it looked like: a phone taped to the toilet seat. Authorities say it was put there by a male flight attendant. He is now accused of filming underage girls in that bathroom. American Airlines facing several lawsuits over this and is now replacing its legal team. Those attorneys put forward a defense saying in part the recording was due to the 9-year-old's, quote, own fault and negligence. The airline now changing its tune, saying that the previous legal team, quote, made an error in the filing. The suspect in the case is Estes Carter Thompson, and this apparently is not the first time this 36-year-old secretly recorded a minor. He was charged in April after allegedly filming a 14-year-old girl also in the plane's bathroom. Thompson allegedly had the recordings of several minors, ranging from 7 to 14 years old, on his devices, all filmed on flights he was working on. He is charged with sexual exploitation and possession of child pornography, which he has pleaded not guilty to. Here now is Paul Llewellyn, the attorney representing both the 9-year-old and the 14-year-old and their families in these cases. Paul, thank you for taking the time, and I do want to start with what you make of American Airlines' initial response here. Are they essentially blaming this 9-year-old, and have you ever heard of a defense like this before?
That's exactly what they're doing, and no, I have not heard of it. Now look, there's a time and place for this. For example, if you were in a car accident, it would be very common to say, well, no, it's not all a certain party's fault, the other party was partly to blame. But there is no world where it would ever be appropriate to point to a 9-year-old girl and say, well, you're partly to blame for this. You should have seen the cell phone there. This is absolutely outrageous. And we see American Airlines seeming to sort of walk this back. In your mind, is the damage already done by this initial defense put forward? I think so, yes. The fact is this should never have been alleged in the first place. So, of course, the American Airlines PR, machine is now on overdrive trying to walk this back. Of course, the lawyers, they had to throw someone under the bus, so it's very easy to say they fired their lawyers. They claim to take this case seriously. Well, if that is the case, how could this ever happen in the first place? It suggests there was an utter lack of any oversight by American Airlines and its legal team over what was happening in this case. American Airlines now saying, to your point, that it doesn't believe the child is at fault, that it is taking these allegations very seriously. Can I ask you, how is this 9-year-old doing, and the 14-year-old as well? How has the initial event impacted them? And then as this continues to be dragged out, how did the 9-year-old react to hearing that this was her fault? Well, for her parents, they were just literally, her mother said she was shaking when she found this out. And obviously, they're trying to shield the girl from this as much as possible. But the family were just absolutely outraged. They were angry. I cannot even express the anger that her parents felt when this happened. Yeah, and tell me about the 9-year-old in particular. She is suffering, you said, PTSD, nightmares, anxiety after this happened? That's right. For example, now she won't use a public bathroom without her mother going in first, checking the bathroom. And the fact is, we don't know what happened to these pictures. We may never know. These could be out there on the dark web. This poor girl, for the rest of her life, has the prospect that there are these intimate pictures of her out there. And like I said, that could be the case for the rest of her life. And Estes Carter Thompson pleading not guilty to these charges so far. As far as we know, how many instances did this happen? We know of at least 5 instances, 5 different girls. When the FBI examined his phone, they found 5 images. What we don't know, of course, is were there other cell phones he used before this one? So, but there are at least 5 victims, and we currently represent 2 of them. Okay, 5 on this phone alone. We appreciate your time tonight. Attorney Paul Llewellyn, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.